Dan Ullman, Mike Beer, the DRF.com Formulator Race of the Day for Friday, June the 2nd, race number 8 at Belmont Park. We're going 1 3/8 on the inner turf. It's a non-winners of one other than allowance. Let's take a peek at this field. Head on over to the Race of the Day event page on DRF.com. Download free Formulator past performances for Belmont Race 8 and follow along with us as we handicap this field in post-position order. And Mike, the number 1 Glory to Kitten is 3-1 on the morning line. Just missed last time out. This is a filly that can be close to the pace, and I think that's an important handicapping aspect of this race. There's not a ton of speed.
I agree with that. I think she'll be closer to the paces. I mean, she was never, she was always second or third last time, but they went a lot faster early in that race she's exiting on May 4th. She'll be closer this time because there's not that much pace in here. I don't know, Dan. I don't know about you. I have no knocks on this horse. I do, somewhere in the back of my mind, I sort of wonder, where it all comes to an end for her, if only because it's just so odd to see Maker, a guy who's so smart and so good, give up on this horse so early. But she's done nothing but run good races, and she handled the 1 1/4 last time. That was a dead game try last time. She just couldn't get by a good horse.
What did you think of that field, other than the winner, Taralina, who's solid? I didn't really think much of the horses coming out of that non-winners of one other than I think you can make an argument that this race is tougher.
This race could certainly be tougher. I don't disagree with that. But she's one of those horses, as you point out. Maybe there's a couple of better horses in here, but there are a lot of deep closers in here. She's going to be right up close to the pace.
Now let's take a look at the Timeform U.S. pace projector for this race. Now we'll disagree with it. The 8 Tisbury is on the lead. You understand where the pace projector is coming from because Tisbury is exiting a race that featured just a really fast pace at Keeneland, and Tisbury was relatively close. I think the way tactics play out in here, though, Glory to Kitten's going to be on the lead.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Glory to Kitten just go to the front in this race because I think she's fast enough to do it. But I think you will see Tisbury right up close in this race. I mean, that's more her running style. She was sort of away from it last time. That was a really fast pace at Keeneland. But she'll be right up close. When they went 1 1/4 with her here last year, I mean, they just put her right up there on the lead. They walked. She sat right up there, and she just got outfinished at the end.
And I also think that the 5 Flatter Me Fabulous is going to be close because 2 starts back, there was just a ridiculous duel in front of her, and she couldn't get close to the lead. And last time out, she was just a little bit sluggish coming out of there in that quiet Glory to Kitten race. She'll be closer. Yeah,
she's supposed to be close in this race. I mean, it's sort of odd to look at her because she has a lot of speed. I don't know what happened last time. You're right that she didn't break that great. And Taralina, the winner, did run off on a pretty big lead, but this horse never got anywhere near to contention in that race.
As for Flatter Me Fabulous, does the extra distance worry you about this mare? I mean, she did run on a little bit towards the end of that race last time out. It was her first start off of a short layup. Are you worried about the 1 3/8? That's a big question mark in this race.
Yeah, I'm worried about the distance for her, and I also am worried about the competition for her because I just don't think she's that good.
The 2 Runaway Scarlets, 50-1 on the morning line for a reason. She's been overmatched in condition claimers, and this is just a tough spot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how you could like her in this race.
I've always been a little bit of a fan for More Than a Warning when Tom Bush had her, but she's compiled a 3 for 35 lifetime record. She ran on okay last time out, but that was a very weak bunch of $25,000 claimers. She's just up against it.
Yeah, she is. I mean, I liked her performance last time. I actually thought she ran really well considering the way that race set up. On the other hand, this was probably too tough for her. I think she'll get the distance. I think the distance is fine for her, but she's a slow horse from the gate every time. She's always way back out run. She's always running through the stretch, and it's almost never enough.
And the number 4, Grateful, is a 3-year-old taking on Elders for the first time. She's so lightly raced that I'm sure we have yet to see Grateful's best. And right now on the cold dope, she's good enough to be a major contender in this race. She was 3rd to the high-quality Dream Dancing 2 starts back. And last time out, I thought she ran well in the faster division of 1X's at Keeneland.
Yeah, the winner of that race, first-time turf for Danny Pikes, was really impressive sprinting through the stretch. This horse had a good finish of her own in there, though. Just couldn't get to that horse. I thought she ran well. I think she's run well in all 4 of her starts. The hurdles aren't insignificant. She's got to go long for the first time. She's facing some better horses here, or at least some older horses here. We'll see how good they turn out to be. But I think she's another one. I think she can be relatively close to this pace in here. She won't be that far away from it. And I think she's pretty good.
We figure Flatter Me Fabulous will be close to the pace. Perhaps the 6 Queen of the Channel will be close as well. This is a horse, the last time she stepped on turf, she was in against a real sharp one. That Boricua came back to win on dirt with only a 60 buyer, but that one's now won 4 out of her last 5 races. We have a negative formulator fact for Queen of the Channel, but take it with several grains of salt. This horse is going to be 30-1. fun. If you like her, you can't let this 1 for 40 dirt to turf stat worry you. She just seems a little bit slow on paper.
Yeah, it just seems like one of those horses who's found too tough a spot.
El Hayya seems like a one-run closer, the number 7 for Christophe Clement and Jose Ortiz, and she could be up against it from a pace standpoint.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of trip she can get in this race, because so far she hasn't gotten many good ones over here. The Tampa race, go back and watch a replay of that. I mean, she lost all chance in that race on the far turn, checking out of traffic all the way back to last. She did well to finish as close as she did in that race, a really underrated performance. I don't know, that last race where her stablemate Terralina ran off to a big long lead in there, I don't know if you agree with this or not, but I want to get your take on it. I'm watching the replay of that race, watching Jose Ortiz come up through the second turn of that race on the outside and thinking, she's ready to go. And then he doesn't go, and he takes her back over, puts her behind horses. I wonder if she would have been better off. She didn't finish great in that race, but I wonder if she would have been better off just going with that first run and get her into contention.
I agree with her. I wonder if it kind of took the starch out of her by not going at that point. So now you've got 2 starts in North America for this.
Her form in France is good.
And her form's a little bit dirtied up by circumstance both times. And as you say, her form in France is good. This might be an interesting price play and a horse you could certainly use in any kind of multiple race wagers. We talked about Tisbury as part of the pace projector. And while I don't think she'll be on the lead, I agree with you that she'll be close to the pace, perhaps working out a trip of the maiden win 2 starts back. My issue is that I just couldn't get the Tisbury for Michael Dilger out of my mind, the horse that would disappoint at short price after short price.
I agree.
But I liked her maiden win from Mott 2 starts back, and last time out that was that fast pace. She was closest to the pace. She was in with a big chance late. I don't think hung is a very charitable term for this horse. I don't think she hung last time. I think she paid the price for being close to a fast pace in a race that mostly came apart.
I agree with that. I mean, I don't know if it's a huge excuse for her in that race, but she was closer to the pace than the first 3 finishers, where they all came from behind her. She actually got to a short lead in the stretch, and then they came out and they outfinished her. I think she ran fine, but my problem with her, I guess, is sort of the same one you were sort of alluding to. I don't really like any of her races, and I know that she was fine when she broke her maiden 2 starts back, but I don't like that field that she beat. And there's not one race on her page that I actually like that much.
Lottie, the number 9's got a really beautiful pedigree, and perhaps she's slowly coming to hand for Graham Motion. This will be her 3rd start of the year, her 3rd start off a really long layoff. Her lack of speed's a little bit worrisome, but she ran some decent races at Santa Anita in 2016.
I agree with that. I mean, her running style is what really seems to be working against her right now, but there's something there with her.
The Voila Le Victoire, the number 10, I don't know what she was doing in the Sheepshead Bay last time out, and she, not surprisingly, was beaten a country mile. She was doing well against 16 claimers. I don't think that's good enough to beat this field.
Correct.
Flower Valley's interesting, though. She also comes out of that fast-paced race where she probably took advantage of the pace.
Yes.
But she was rolling in the lane. I thought that was a nice, solid performance, especially considering it was her first start of the year.
Yeah, that's what I liked about it. I mean, yeah, she had all the best of it in a lot of ways because she was so far back off the pace and running at the end, which is what you wanted to be doing. But she was off the layoff there, and I liked her as a 3-year-old. I'm a big fan of hers, and I think she's going to run a lot better in this race. I'm going to use her in here.
Let's take a look at our top selections for race number 8 at Belmont. You're going to go with Grateful, the number 4. She's 5-1 on the morning line. She's more than fair at that price.
Yeah, I'm just going to try her in here, and I know that she's going to have to step up her game at least a little bit in this race, but I'm not so sure this is the greatest field in the world, and I think there's something there with her.
Mike's going 4-7, 1 and 11. I'm going to take a little bit of a shot with Tisbury. I think she'll be close to a moderate pace. I think she is improving. It's going to be a lot different scenario than last time, where she was just outrun a bit off of a fast pace. She still seemed to try hard. I wonder if she's slowly rounding into form for Belmont. I went 8-1, 11 and 4. If you are playing the Belmont Friday card from home, new DRF Bet subscribers are invited to be VIPs for a week. Head on over to drfbets.com/VIP, start off with a $300 bonus, and get lots of handicapping related goodies. Approximate post time for race number 8 at Belmont on Friday, 6:49 Eastern. Good luck.